was just about to reveal that I knew the language, until suddenly my husband's massage therapist said, wait, can I tell you something? Talking to my therapist. She giggled like it was a secret, and I was nosy AFLL. What? The other one asked quietly. This isn't the first time I'm seeing her husband. My heart started pounding. I kept my breathing steady, eyes closed. She continued. I massaged him, and he asked for a happy ending. My whole world tilted. He said his wife doesn't take care of herself. They haven't had anything for months. I opened my eyes under the face cradle, staring at the floor. I lay there frozen, my mind racing. The words echoed in my head. Happy ending. Doesn't take care of herself. Months without anything. My stomach churned as the therapist's hands moved to my temples, pressing in circular motions. Is pressure okay? She asked in English, her voice sweet and professional. Fine, I managed to say, my voice steady despite the tremor in my chest. David groaned contentedly on the table next to me. The sound made my skin crawl. How many times had he been here? How many times had he complained about me to strangers while asking for? I couldn't even think the words. The therapist continued their work in silence now, probably satisfied they'd shared enough gossip for one session. My mind spun through possibilities. Maybe she was lying, trying to impress her coworker. Maybe she had him confused with someone else. Maybe. But the details were too specific. She recognized him. She knew things. 20 minutes felt like hours. When they finally announced we were done and left us to get dressed, I moved mechanically, pulling on my clothes while David stretched and sighed happily. That was amazing, he said, pulling his shirt over his head. We should do this more often. I nodded, not trusting my voice. My hands shook as I tied my shoes. At the front desk, I watched David tip generously, our usual 20%. The therapist smiled and thanked us. No hint of their earlier conversation on their faces. I forced myself to tip the same amount, not wanting to seem suspicious or bitter. My therapist's eyes met mine briefly, and I saw a flicker of something. Pity? Amusement? I looked away. The walk to the car felt endless. David chatted about how relaxed he felt, how his back hadn't felt this good in months. I made appropriate sounds, my mind elsewhere. As we reached the car, it hit me with crushing clarity. I had absolutely no proof of anything, just overheard gossip in a language my husband didn't even know I spoke. You're quiet, David said as he started the engine. Everything okay? Just relaxed, I said, staring out the window. Good, you needed this. He reached over and squeezed my knee. You've been so tense lately. The drive home took 15 minutes. 15 minutes of David humming along to the radio while I replayed every word, every detail. When did he come here without me? How often? What exactly had happened? Hey, I said, trying to sound casual. Do you ever get massages without me? You know, when your back acts up? He glanced at me briefly before turning back to the road. Sometimes, when you're busy with the kids or at work. Why? No hesitation. No telltale signs of lying. Just an easy, casual response. Just wondering, maybe I should go more often too, for my back. You should. It really helps. At home, I made excuses about needing to catch up on emails while David headed for the shower. I opened my laptop at the kitchen table, my fingers hovering over the keyboard before typing in our bank login. The statements loaded slowly, each second stretching endlessly. I scrolled through the last 6 months. There were spa charges, some I recognized from our joint visits, others on days I knew I hadn't gone, but nothing monthly, nothing suspicious. $70 here, $80 there, standard massage prices. Of course, I realized with a sinking feeling, he could easily pay cash for anything. Extra point. The shower turned off upstairs. I quickly closed the browser and opened my work email, pretending to read a message about quarterly reports when David came down in fresh clothes. I'm thinking Thai food for dinner, he said, opening the fridge. That massage made me crave pad Thai. The irony wasn't lost on me. Sure, I said. While he called in our usual order, I grabbed my phone and opened a text to Lisa. She'd lived in Bangkok for 3 years, spoke fluent Thai. We'd bonded over our shared experiences teaching abroad. Random question, I typed, then deleted it. Started again. Hey, weird question, but what does happy ending mean in Thai massage context? Writing a story and want to get details right. I stared at the message, then added a laughing emoji to make it seem lighter. Sent. David collected his keys. I'll go pick up the food. 20 minutes? Sounds good. As soon as his car pulled out, I was Googling. Signs husband cheating massage parlor yielded millions of results. I scrolled through forums, Reddit threads, advice columns. The stories blurred together. Suspicious charges, changed behavior, working late, nothing definitive, nothing like what I'd overheard. My phone buzzed. Lisa. Lol, what kind of story are you writing? But yeah, it means exactly what you think. Sexual services. Why are you really asking? I stared at her message, then typed back. Just saw it in a movie. Wasn't sure if it was accurate. Thanks. David returned with dinner. We ate at the kitchen table, the kids at their grandmother's for the night. He talked about the Peterson case he was working on, how the client was being difficult about